Oh my god!
Well, who the fuck is it?
What the fuck? That's Sab? What? Oh my gosh!
What does that even mean? Like somebody's in the game who can't
Yeah, I have
win?
no idea what that means. Is that like something from the show?
Yeah,
that was season 12, but it wasn't like anything.
they voted her out first, so.
They did.
There was a twist about someone being a saboteur in this game whose purpose is to fuck shit up, and I ain't having that. No. I did not sign up for that. It's not me, Avi. I'm trying to think who it might be, and I'm really drawing a bit of a blank because everyone seems so genuine, which is not good because that also means that they could be playing me even if they aren't the saboteur. So I have that to look forward to. Yay!
And we get to the little twist. Twist, there is a saboteur in the game. How are you going to cast a season full of pretty much new people who've never played an org before, but then get somebody to be a saboteur for you? That doesn't make too much sense. So now I'm going, how did they choose one? But then it dawns on me. During the HOH competition, the 4 of us that were still there from the yellow team picked pretty much an envelope out of the 4. And whatever envelope it was, you got what it was inside. Now, the thing that was interesting to me is they could have very easily just said, all right, all the numbers are in. All right, congratulations. Number 2 was the correct answer. You're the new HOH, Patrick. But they didn't. It took everyone into their individual, separate Google Hangouts. Maybe when that envelope flipped around, instead of the word nothing on it like mine was, there was maybe like a temptation, an offering that said, hey, if you be the saboteur, you have to do this. But at the same time, you also get potentially a power later on. Who knows? You can win a diamond veto. Let's say you make it to jury, you get 3 weeks of a diamond power veto. We don't know what it is, and a lot of it is speculation. It makes sense. It makes sense that they took us all into the private individual calls, and then we had to essentially pick.
I think we might have stumbled on something.
With the envelopes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, wait, so who had envelopes? It was...
The only person who had envelope was myself, Patrick, Blair, and Mike.
Jason was actually the one who brought it up. The winning 6 team all got envelopes. Jason said that his said nothing in it. And he thinks that one of them said saboteur or something like that in it. And that is the prize that person won. Hopefully we'll be able to make that into something, and Jason and I want to talk to Patrick tomorrow and maybe go on a call and discuss this with him, and that would be so amazing because it would take the target completely off of me because nobody would think it. Everybody would think it's on 1 or 2 people that got the envelopes.
It's either we're really onto something or we're complete idiots.
I mean, this makes the most sense. I don't think
it's like they're given an offer. If they make it far enough, they get some kind of immunity for a bit.
That's what they had in my other game. And I mean, it would make the most sense because why would they announce a twist today? Why would they announce it yesterday, before the HOH or something? Because the envelopes.
Oh God. That means it has to be either Blair or
Mike.
Mike.
Where's my Oscar? Where's my Golden Globe? I know that my target for the week is to get Cameron out, but that's not the best move for me. Please find the 4 seasonal tasks below. And then number 4, get someone nominated. Saboteur thing is backseat to my own personal game. Trust me, I am doing my work. I'm just doing my job very discreetly and subtly.
Sam's gonna go up, and like, I think that she would probably be my target, and I think a lot of people want her to go. So I don't know who that second name is gonna be. It's probably gonna be Cameron and Sam.
Okay. I haven't talked to either, so.
If I had to make them without those are probably the two I would have put.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my nominations went about as smoothly as I could have hoped. I knew I was going to put Sam up because she hadn't really talked to me and she'd rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and she was on everyone's list to evict. And Cameron, I started to get a vibe from pretty quickly, was going to get his name on a lot of lists. We do talk a lot, and he and I are pretty close, and I would like to keep him kind of in my back pocket. And eventually I got him to say, like, that he would be okay with, he would understand if he went up. As long as he wasn't the target, and that was my moment to kind of strike. And I had a conversation with him. I told him, you know what, your name's coming up. I need to honor that word, because if I go against it, it's going to show people that you and I are close, and we can't have that. And he was like, no, you're right. We can't have that at all. Sam was understanding too. She gave me a little sass about, like, thanks for the nom, but, she understood it was a group decision. She hadn't talked to the other people on my team from the challenge yesterday, and she kind of expected it. I feel like I've made a lot of, friends through this process too, so I'm going to keep trying to build them throughout this week. I really want my noms to stay the same, so that's the next goal.
Sam, I don't really care about. God bless her soul, but she's irrelevant to me. Cameron, I do really like. I do have a good friendship with him, so I kind of not too bothered as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, keeps his mouth shut. He'll be safe, and that's all that's important.
So last night was the noms. Everything happened the way Patrick said it would happen, so that's pretty good. Sam and Cam were nominated, and they were both messaging me afterwards. Cam wasn't. Neither were there. Cam was out getting drunk, I guess, and Sam was actually pretty pissed when she showed up. She vented a little bit about how she doesn't like Cam and how she was expecting Riel to go up because she's never there, which is actually super valid. But what are you gonna do?
I'm safe. Yay! I feel kind of bad for Sam in a way. She came to me right after noms happened and vented for a while, basically saying that it didn't feel well to know that basically 6 people all said, I want you gone.
So yesterday I was the first one nominated for eviction. And it's the first week, and it was me and Cameron who got nominated. I was anxious the whole time I was at the movies because I don't know why, but in the pit of my stomach, I was like, you're going to be nominated. Not because I've done anything, but I just had this feeling. So I checked and I saw the announcement that Cameron and me had been nominated. How do I feel, you ask? I was fucking pissed. Now, it's really weird to me that I was even upset because honestly, I've never even watched the American Big Brother. I know nothing about this show. I grew up in England, so I watched that version, but you don't need to know about that. But the point is, I don't know anything about the competitions or how the show goes. So I had no expectations, and I actually thought that the whole thing was kind of dumb. But I was like, hey, it'll be a good experience. You'll enjoy it, meet new people. So the reality of finding out I was nominated and getting so angry really shocked me because I'm like, this isn't real life, yet I'm real life fucking livid. First of all, I already knew Cameron was going to be nominated. I mean, if I was HOH, I would have nominated him too on account of him being annoying and obnoxious as hell. Again, it's the first week, so maybe he's a really sweet person, but as of right now, annoying and obnoxious as hell. I had assumed that the second nominated person would be Riel, however the fuck you pronounce her name. You know why I don't know how to pronounce her name? Because she's a mystery. No one's seen her. No one's talked to her. She doesn't participate, yet she skates by and doesn't get nominated.
She was not happy about the fact that Riel wasn't on there as well, which I actually agree with. I feel like anybody to go up before her is kind of a slap in the face.
So I just thought it would be super simple, really easy, like no one would be mad because it made the most sense for those two to be nominated. So when I find out it's me and Cameron, I'm like, I'm pissed for several reasons. It's like, first of all, y'all think I'm as annoying as Cameron? Are you kidding me? Like, that sounds so bitchy. It just like doesn't make sense to me. And then I started thinking, okay, who's all on the yellow team like that I talked to? And then I was like, I talked to none of them. The only person I talked to is Patrick.
Sam, girl, I wish you would talk to them more.
And so he sent me this long, long message of why I got nominated. And basically the yellow team had an alliance type thing where they said they would not nominate anyone on their team, which is bullshit because Rael didn't even participate. I mean, what loyalty do you have to her? But okay, I think certain people on that team just don't like me. Again, just like how I had a bad first impression of Cameron, maybe people don't like me. I don't know how that's possible. I'm a great fucking person. I'm so befuddled. Like, the thought process of why there's 11 people and yet I managed to be nominated first.
I'm glad that she felt comfortable enough coming to me to vent, which means she trusts me, which means if for some reason she ends up staying, I'll at least have someone on my side.
It's now time to pick players for the veto competition. As HOH, I will select first. I pick the number 7. Riel, you have been drawn to play in veto. I don't know what we do now, Keith, or Big Brother, because the other two aren't here to pick numbers. The next number will be 2, since apparently that was my lucky number yesterday. Kirsten will be playing in veto, and number 5. Ryan will be playing in veto. Okay, and as head of household, I need to select a host for the veto competition, and I pick Jermaine! Everyone's on mute. This is so awkward. Competition starts tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck.
I got picked to host the veto competition tonight, so I am excited about that. Of course, there's always veto. It could be used. I could go up on the block as a replacement. Fingers crossed for a safe, fully safe week 1.
When it comes down to it, if I don't win the veto and I do end up getting evicted, so the fuck what? Because I didn't really know anything about this game anyway, and my life will go on. And I mean, 90% of these people I would not even talk to in real life. Like, we would never cross paths. Like, I wouldn't know them. So it's really no skin off my nose. But there's a certain pride. Like, if I leave before Cameron, I'm just going to be like, what has gone wrong in the world? I mean, besides Donald Trump, like, what is wrong with the world? I feel like that really wraps up my thoughts in a bow. Oh, and if I do end up staying, I have major plans for the yellow team. Like, I don't even care that this is the first week. Like, I hold a grudge. I'm just gonna be pissed. And I need to really find out which one of them voted for me. That's what I want to know. Like, and what was your reason? You know? I probably sound so salty, like petty as shit. But anyway, I guess I'll check in if I live to make it another week. That sounds so serious. I need to stop. Okay, bye.
Hello, and welcome to your first Power of Veto competition of the season, Rolling in the Deep. Yay! Here is how you play. On go, you will receive the password to a password-protected board. After entering the board, you will find 3 threads. 1 odds, 2 catching station, and 3 evens. Your goal is to roll your ball a total of 100 times. You will start with rolling your ball once. Then you will catch your ball. Then you will roll your ball a second time. Then you will catch your ball. Then 3 times, and so on and so forth until you reach the number 100. You must post all odd number rolls in the odd thread and all even numbered rolls in the even thread. You must catch your ball once between every roll. Who's ready to roll themselves into the deep and win this week's Golden Power of Veto?
I promise you, if I wasn't up for nomination, I would not be doing this at all. Swear to God.
Yeah, if I wasn't on the block, thanks, Patrick. I would totally just like
Just for
post
you.
once and then be like, "Oops, my laptop died. My bad, guys."
The competition begins now.
Now I'm hungry. Damn it.
Kirsten looks really focused.
Can you turn this freaking 10-second time limit thingy off? Like,
Ryan and Sam look really determined. The 10-second rule seems to be giving the house guests trouble.
That's great. The person that doesn't need it. Okay.
Oh, Riel!
Hello.
Oh my god.
She's real.
Aren't those cute?
Those are. Blue's my favorite
I
color.
fucking hate Jello. Except for when it gets me fucked up.
Like, my face is getting hot.
So
It already was.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw up.
That was so nice.
you can't seduce the person you nominated. Like, she's not gonna come sleep in your reclamation room. Like,
Cameron, I had you before today. I was really not, sure about you, but you have been cracking me up. I will give you that.
With an official time of 42 minutes and 32 seconds, congratulations, Ryan! You are the winner of this week's Golden Power of Veto. Woo! Congrats.
We had a veto competition, and I was picked as the host. It was a lot of fun to host. The competition looked like hell. Everybody showed up except for Riel. She eventually showed up late. She was at a bar. I was confused as to why she didn't even bother to compete. She showed up and she was just like, "Hey, what's going on?" Or she was out smoking on cam for a bit, then she was talking to a friend, laughing, joking, blah da 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 da. And it was funny. It was funny, what was happening. But at the same time, I was I guess I felt bad for the nominees because they're busting their asses. Cameron's fighting with his computer, because he's having computer issues and he can't get his stuff to work right. But he's still to the end trying his hardest. Sam's cussing up a storm, cursing me out for being so chipper while she's suffering, but she's still really competing, trying to win. And the same, Kirsten, Patrick, Ryan, everybody was competing, really working their asses off to win that veto, and she made a joke of it.
coming into this veto, so pumped, so ready to dominate, so ready to keep myself safe in this house. And I'm dropping the ball. I guess I'm not dropping the ball, I was rolling the balls. I'm literally almost as bad as Riel, who didn't even show up, and then only showed up while she was taking Jello shots. That was just kicking me when I was down. I wanted to be out taking Jello shots, but instead I was stuck trying to roll balls. Everyone has told me that they're keeping me safe, but it's still just, it would have been so nice to have that extra security, and now I'm kind of panicking.
Okay, so the veto competition just happened, and I won the veto. I know the nominees didn't expect me, or even Kirsten, for that matter, to try hard, but the reason I wanted to win was because if it was used, I know Riel would be nominated as the replacement, and I love Riel. Patrick, he's a strong player, and I kind of want, keep your enemies closer. I figured if I win, keep the nominations the same, Patrick won't have a reason to come after me until later.
Alright, so we just had the veto competition. Ryan won, which is awesome. I really didn't want either of the noms to win, and I was really happy with my veto choices because I have grown pretty close to Ryan and Kirsten, and they promised me that they would fight for it, and they did. We finished top 3. So I am really appreciative of them putting in effort because they knew that I didn't want to make a renom. Because it would have been pretty messy. I might have had to put up Riel because the whole house would want her as the renom. But the three of us want to work with Riel, and we have actually bonded with her, unlike the others, so it would have put us in a tough spot. So he has promised he's not going to use it, which I really appreciate.
So, winning this veto, I decided to finally start an alliance of Kirsten, me, and Patrick, and we all hung out in the Google Hangout.
So yeah, like I mentioned, I think to both of you that like I think we all want to like work together. I definitely think I am gonna leave the nominations the same because obviously I already told you that, Patrick, if I were to win. But I'm kind of annoyed that Cameron, like, he's like, oh, nominations are gonna stay the same as soon as I won on call.
At first, I had wanted Sam as a target, but it sounds like other people want Cameron more, and I'm not going to push for anything this round. I don't really care either way. Cameron, I think, would work with me more, and I think that Sam, like, has already, I guess, said who she wants to work with, and I'm not part of it. But, I don't know. I don't want to put that target on my back. So, probably not going to push too much, and just let kind of the house decide, which is fine with me.
Originally this week, Patrick wanted Sam to go, but the more I talk to Kirsten and the more like I hear from people, like I know that Cameron had like the same conversation with Jason and Kirsten, just probably to be social, but he didn't have it with me. And something that fucking bugged me a lot was as soon as it was announced that I won, Cameron said to the whole chat, oh, well, I guess the nominations are staying the same.
Like, I would hope he still at least, like, talks to you.
So far, like, Jermaine, I think, Willie, and Jason, they all messaged me, like, congratulations, and now Sam's messaging me right now. But,
yeah, she messaged me right after and asked how POV works, so I explained, and she was like, oh, okay, I should message him.
I talked to Patrick earlier. He definitely didn't want me to like use the veto, but I thought I wanted to talk to you because I don't think I am going to use the veto, but I'm going to vote for you to stay.
Oh, thank you.
And I believe there is a few other people that are going to vote to stay, but I really want you to stay over Cameron. He only talked to me as soon as I was picked for veto.
Really?
Yeah, and like earlier today he was like making jokes like, ha ha ha, you should use it on me. And I was just like, I know I'm not gonna, but I don't want to tell you that.
I had no idea. I didn't know that. Today was also the first day he talked to me. And to be honest, like, I had thought if I won HOH, I would put him and Rael up just because I found him to be super, super obnoxious. And not saying that he's not, but today when we were doing the competition, I saw a different side of him to where he was actually funny and less annoying. I mean, at this point for me, Rael is by far the most annoying person. And so, I think it grates on me because as annoying as Cameron is, at least he's been participating. Rael hasn't done shit.
I know, yeah. I don't know if you talked to Patrick, but he made that deal with like his group of like not nominating the 6th group, which I honestly, if we won the competition, I think I was gonna try to get us to do the same. So
yeah, but for me, like, honestly, if I was in their group or if it was us and let's say I didn't join in that day and you guys made that pact, I don't get to be included in the pact. I don't understand why anyone is loyal to Rael. She's not been here at all. Today was the first day I knew she existed. So I'm not here to, advocate for him, but it means so much to me that you took the time to talk to me and tell me that you would be voting for me to stay. I really appreciate that.
I want Cameron gone this week, and I think there might be numbers to save Sam, but as for now, I secured my position as not being the first boot of Big Brother Basics.
I feel like I'm doing a pretty well-rounded social game right now.
Did lock down kind of 2 alliances today, one with Kirsten and Jason and one with Kirsten and Ryan, so that's awesome.
I am very lucky in this game. At the end of the day, Patrick is probably the person I'm closest to besides Ryan. I now have alliances with Patrick and Jason, Ryan and Patrick, a final 2 deal with Ryan, and like a 2-person kind of alliance thing with Jason.
And then Katie is still my number 1. I think the others are a little bit, like Kirsten and Ryan and Jason are a little sketched by her just because she's so social with everyone, but I really think that I am her number 1. I hope that's true. because I want to go as far as I can with her, and we're gonna fucking run this shit. Between her and Jason and Ryan and Kirsten, those are definitely the people I'm closest with.
Ryan won, which I think is actually super good news because Patrick told me Ryan would keep it the same. Now, like, good news for me as an individual, bad news because both Cam and Sam have expressed interest in working with me, which means if they do stay the same, one of them's going home and I am, down one potential ally. So that's not the best thing to ever happen in the world. I'm hoping that the veto ceremony tonight goes without a hitch. I don't see why it would. And even if for some crazy reason Ryan decided to use the veto, which I'm pretty sure he told Patrick he wasn't, then I don't think Patrick would put me up. That's how I feel about that. I also feel, a little excited that I think I'm going to make it through my first week. That's so fun, right? Like, yay for me.
I have my funeral hat ready.
Please gather in the living room. It's time for the veto ceremony. This is the veto ceremony. Sam and Cameron have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of Patrick's nominations. I will now give Sam the chance to tell me why I should use the golden power veto on her.
Do I talk now? Can you hear me? Do I talk?
Yeah, I can hear you talk.
Oh, okay. You should use the power of veto on me because it's the first week and I feel like not much yet, which was why I was really sad. There are people I was not like, for example, that's besides the point. I also Rael, who has barely ever been in any of our conversations, chats, or videos, yet she's skating by the first week. I don't know if she's on this call right now, but I don't really care. Based off of that factor alone, even though Cameron can be obnoxious because, I thought that before yesterday. I feel like both of us, we shows that we actually give a shit, both get to stay over that person. So I feel like if you'd like to save me, that would just be silly of you. And if you don't, that's it.
Okay, and I will now give Cameron the chance to tell me why I should use the golden power veto on him.
Well, Sam, I think you're obnoxious too. Let's go up right there. Okay, cool. No, actually, I don't. I think you should use the veto on me, even though I know you're not going to, because I really, 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 really like your Bears poster, and I would hate to have to stop seeing it after like just 1 week. Like, I want that in my life. I need that. So please veto me. Let me stick around and see your Bears poster. And also to echo Sam, Riel sucks. That's it.
Okay, so I did win the power of veto, and it is the very first week, and it does suck like that someone is going to go home the first week, but I just really don't want to shake up the house. And even right after I won, Cameron, you said immediately that I wasn't going to use it, so I'm just gonna stick by those words, and I have decided to not use the golden power of veto, and this veto meeting is adjourned.
I heard Cameron was nominated this week for eviction, but Cameron's gone. This is Fuckstain, so I'm not on the block. I'm not going anywhere. Wait, let's time that. On the count of 3, you do it. I'm gonna make the note. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I am here to stay. I am Fuckstain. Caitlyn Jenner realness.